Mitchell Lindsay had left behind 12 intense years as a Navy SEAL and rebuilt his life as a quiet wedding photographer. He preferred calm work, helping people capture happy moments, though his instincts were still sharp. At a high-profile wedding, he sensed something was wrong when three unfamiliar men entered separately, scanned the crowd, and positioned themselves at exits. When the ceremony reached the moment of silence, they drew guns, fired into the ceiling, and took the groom hostage. Mitchell reacted with trained precision, using misdirection and movement to put down two of the gunmen and negotiate the surrender of the third. He protected the guests and saved the groom's life before police arrived. Investigators questioned him for hours. The FBI agent handling the case, Monica Dolan, hinted that the attack might be tied to corruption involving the groom's father, Mayor Conrad Hudson. One of the attackers, Rudy Eaton, had shouted grievances about a demolished neighborhood before being arrested. The mayor's past decisions suddenly seemed suspicious. Mitchell later met Jasmine, the bride, who had recorded Rudy's statements during the chaos. She wanted the truth and refused hush money offered by the Hudson family. Mitchell teamed up with Jasmine, Agent Dolan, and Armando McCullough, a displaced mechanic whose neighborhood had been seized by the city. They learned that property owners had been forced out with unfair appraisals and false promises. Mitchell used his tactical skills to obtain digital evidence showing fraudulent property valuations. McCullough had kept extensive records proving the city had mistreated residents. Dolan provided insights from her own quiet investigation into the mayor's finances. Jasmine gathered information through her remaining connections to the Hudson family. They soon realized that Mayor Hudson had seized the land cheaply through manipulated valuations, held it through shell companies, and planned to secretly sell it at a massive profit to a national corporation. Mitchell decided to gather concrete proof. He infiltrated the mayor's home at night, retrieved documents showing the mayor's ownership of the shell companies, and confirmed a pending multi-million-dollar deal. After barely escaping when Hudson returned unexpectedly, Mitchell brought the evidence to the team. They coordinated with federal investigators, a civil rights attorney, and the state attorney general. Before the mayor could retaliate, they released everything publicly. The FBI raided city offices, seized computers, and froze assets. The attorney general announced a corruption investigation. News outlets ran the story nationwide. Mayor Hudson attempted to flee but was arrested at the airport with cash and a passport. The case expanded quickly. Testimonies, financial trails, and company records exposed a long pattern of abuse of power. The mayor was convicted on multiple counts of fraud, conspiracy, and corruption. The displaced families won compensation, including McCullough, who finally received justice for the property he had fought to keep. Clearview evaluations collapsed under criminal charges. Rudy Eaton received a reduced sentence due to the circumstances, and his mother's story was finally acknowledged. Mitchell avoided prosecution for his infiltration, because his actions had revealed major criminal activity and because the public saw him as a hero. His photography business flourished, though he understood many clients hired him more for the legend than for the pictures. Jasmine started a nonprofit to help families harmed by corrupt seizures, and she thanked Mitchell for helping her find purpose after her ruined wedding. Agent Dolan told him he had walked a dangerous line but admitted his instincts had been right. Mitchell returned to his quiet work, still carrying the mindset of a protector. He knew he would always respond when something was wrong, and believed some people simply remained guardians no matter where life placed them. Mitchell continued taking photos, capturing moments for others while staying alert in ways most people never noticed. He accepted that he lived between two worlds, the peaceful life he chose and the dangerous one he could enter when needed. He understood he didn't have to wear a uniform to protect people. It was simply who he was. And though he never looked for trouble, he was always ready if it found him again.